I needed some heavy stainless steel wire for lure making as well as a couple household projects, and this quality product fills the bill. It is good quality with no rust spots that you'll occasionally see on cheaper stainless steel. Note that it's brown, which is good if you're trying to avoid flash. Look elsewhere if you need silver, otherwise, this product is definitely worth the asking price.
I am using the 44 pounds version for bluefish leaders. This size is really thin. About the same as 10 pounds mono. I use needle nose pliers to help hold it while I tie the haywire knot. The only bad thing about this is it's so thin you need to be careful while you are making your leaders or you get pricked with it. It's like working with a stick pin.
This tooth-proof leader wire is awesome. I use this to make awesome leaders, multi-jig setups for flounder fishing, and popping cork setups. I got tired of buying the BS off the shelf that breaks on its own. This is the best way to go. I use different pound tests for different applications. Just twist and go.
I actually don't use it for fishing. I use it to clean out our drippers at our plant nursery since it is the perfect fit to snake through and clean them out. Works great for what I use it for. I use the 58 pounds to make kingfish leaders for kayak fishing. I always buy the dark color and have never had a bad batch. Holds up to the occasional shark as well.
Although I use this wire for a slightly different use, am happy with its quality. Brr, what I do is, take about 8 inches of wire, take 2 hooks, and bend the eye hole to a 90-degree angle, slide a hook up to about 2 inches from the top, and slide the second hook about 4 inches lower than the top hook. Then with 2 pliers, I pull taut both knots at the same time, otherwise if you pull the knots tight individually, then you end up causing a crimp in the wiring between the 2 hooks. I then tie in a double barrel swivel on top, so I can easily attach it to any swivel. With the extra wire on the bottom, I cut it right below the knot on the bottom hook, and use that to tie the top hook to the wire. With this setup, you slip a worm over the bottom hook, then attach it to the top hook. With a wire this thin 27 pounds test, in the water it just appears to be a worm swimming in the water, and when a fish bites the worm from behind, it catches the hook. Brr, you can probably use a thinner wire, one with less test pounds, but 27 test pounds was the cheapest. But anyway, this wire knots very cleanly, and stays straight even with a knot, something that's impossible to do with a braided wire. The only thing to consider is, using a wire with a thinner test pounds, for a softer wire to make cleaner connections, unless you have the appropriate tools to deal with a wire with memory. Anyway, nothing has to be perfect, after all, the fish don't care.
AFN, all good stuff here.
I use this for big shark and it has held up fine. I haven't had a problem with it so far. The only thing is it is thicker than I was expecting, but that was my fault. I should have read how thick it is.
Was really impressed with this wire. Durable and easy enough to work with.
Am using this stuff over needing carbon rods for my RC airplanes. Seems like it's doing the trick.